Hi, my name is Kevin McKenzie. I'm a Cisco SE here on the North Carolina Public Sector team. Today I'm going to be giving a short demonstration, tutorial, and introduction to the 9900 series phones. The 9900 series phones come in two variations, the 9951 and the 9971. The 9971 has a touchscreen where the 9951 does not. But basic use and operation is generally the same. So to begin, we've got the front panel here, which has the screen and the surrounding buttons that correlate to soft buttons that appear on the screen. And then we've got the bottom panel here that includes the dial pad and all the hard buttons on the lower panel. So to begin, let's take a quick look on the back side of the phone. We can see up top here we have a Cisco modular camera which plugs in directly on the top of the phone. So some 9900 series phones will have that while others will not. You've got a few ports on the back here. You've got your handset port and your headset port. So if you have an analog headset such as this one, you could plug it in and use that. Secondly, you've got a network jack and a computer jack. You use the network jack to plug into the LAN connection that's located inside your cubicle or your office, and you plug your computer into the computer jack, and it allows data to flow from your computer to your phone and back out that network port. Alright, so basic operation. I guess the first thing we probably want to do is learn how to make a phone call. So to make a phone call, all you need to do is either pick up the handset and you'll get dial tone, press the speaker button, or attach the headset. You also got a few other options on the bottom panel here. You've got your settings button, you've got your directory, voicemail, mute, volume up, volume down, your common dial pad, back, hang up, navigation, transfer call, conference call, and hold. Up top here, you have some soft buttons. You have new call, which does the same function as hitting the headset button or the speaker button. It just opens up a new call. Forward your calls, redial, your voicemail, your line button, along with mobility and do not disturb. Mobility will allow you to transfer an active call to your cellular device without having to drop the call, and I'll demonstrate that later. Do not disturb will forward your calls to voicemail in the case that you're in an important business meeting or need to focus on other work at that time. So going into further features of the phone, you may want to dial via the directory. Here at Cisco we have several options. I'll go into one. I'll go into the quick directory. This allows us to dial via name, and we'll do this via T9 dialing. So here we're gonna look up Donovan Dolph, and so we'll start with his last name. We don't need to put the whole thing in, just the first few letters, and it'll narrow down our selections from there. We'll hit submit, and hopefully it will find Donovan. And there we have it. I have one of his phones in the room here with me, so we'll go ahead and make that call. Now I'm going to push mute to stop any feedback that may occur. And as we can see here, we have video that popped up as well. The reason for that is that the phone that I called is also video enabled, much like the 9900 series. So you can see down here on the bottom right hand side of the screen, you can see that there's a red camera that's X'd out. That's because we have our video on mute. We can unmute it by simply pressing that button. you can actually see the video that's being received on this camera, and you can see the tripod and the camera that I'm using to do this demonstration. There's minimize and several other options over here as far as how you want the video display to work. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and hang up on this call. And what I'd like to do now is show you how to make a conference call. So I'm going to dial in via my cell phone. And as we can see here, I've broadened up the call. I'm going to go ahead and put this on mute to reduce the risk of feedback. And if I want to place another call, all I'll need to do, or we'll begin by transfer. So go ahead and hit the transfer button, and let's transfer this to Donovan. You can hear his other phone in the room. Donovan will answer, and now you have the opportunity to transfer the call to him. And what you'll see is you'll see this call disappear and the phone call being transferred to Donovan. Alright, so the next thing we'll demonstrate is how to do a conference call. So I'll begin again by dialing in via my cell phone. Just give this a moment to come through. We'll answer. Put the call on mute for feedback reasons. We'll hit the conference button. Find Donovan. Donovan will answer. And then we'll hit the conference button. And here we can see we have a conference call. You'll see the video panel coming from Donovan's phone showing up here. You'll see your own video. And you won't see the video from my cell phone since I'm calling in via the cellular network. And that's how you build a conference call. And we'll go ahead and end that call. Other things you might want to do is voicemail.
Enter your PIN followed by pound.
You'll just enter your PIN here, and you'll follow the voice prompts.
Enter your PIN followed by pound.
And you'll be able to check your voicemails. You can also see an indicator here as to how many voicemails I have. I have 16. And if your phone system's set up in a very specific way, you can actually use a feature called visual voicemail, which will tell you who exactly called. Another feature I'd like to demonstrate today is the mobility feature. We'll dial Donovan from here via the redial button.
Enter your PIN followed by pound.
Go to recent calls. So we have the call established. Now let's say for some reason I would like to take this call and transfer it to my cell phone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the mobility button over here. What we're going to see is this call being transferred to my cellular phone. And as you can see, I'm receiving the call on my phone. I'll pick this up. And you see the call still is on the phone, and I can actually take the call from this phone now and continue the conversation without even having to drop the voice conversation. So I'm going to click end here. Now the last thing I'd like to do is show you how to connect a Bluetooth device. This is a Bluetooth headset made by Blue Parrot. It's the B250 XT. And what I'll need to do is I'll need to put this in pairing mode first, and I'm going to do that by pressing this multi-function button. And I need to hold this down until I see the light blink blue and red. And it is indeed blinking blue and red. I'll go over to accessories, add a Bluetooth accessory, and it'll go out and find any devices that are in pairing mode. Here we can see it found the B250. We'll click connect, and we'll see this light blink blue instead of red and blue once it's paired. And we are all set to go. Now all I need to do now that I have this paired is hit the headset device down here, and I can now make and receive calls. Another neat thing is this pairs so you get full volume features, so if I hit the volume down button it will change it on the phone. So that concludes our demonstration and tutorial for today, and thank you for viewing.